Yes. Now, one of the focuses of this series of vlogs is, of course, to help people learn English. And of course, we can cover all the grammar all day, but we've been highlighting certain aspects of English that Indonesian learners may find difficult. And but would you like to say have you any tips or advice on how to learn English?
Yeah, it is pretty difficult. My advice would just be to practice every day and to just, well, see, even this is, I would say travel, but not everybody can travel, right? But if you can practice, and now with technology, maybe you can speak to different people around the world, you know, online, and just to practice it, because I realize, like, you're an expert in grammar, but I couldn't tell you, I couldn't teach you grammar, but I recognize when something is wrong or right, you know? So often it's just something you're born with, and you really can't explain why, but it's just, that's just the way it is, right? And there's so many little things and rules and also exceptions to rules, and it just, some of it really doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't, and we've covered this in some of the early videos. It's, I remember, there's a comedy series, Faulty Towers, but it has a Spanish waiter, and he says, English, she crazy, she crazy. You know,
it is crazy.
All the different, 6 different words of pronouncing the cluster O-U-G-H. 6 different ways, you know, so.
And even you and I, like, we pronounce things differently. So I say rat and you say rough, right? You know, and just different things. And sometimes we don't know. Sometimes it's just your accent, and that's fine.
Yes. And I must say, my observation is that the American accent is more dominant than the world. Like, are you coming from an... Yes, it is. We're fighting a retreating battle. Yes.
Yeah, how did I get an American? It's all your fault, Dad.
Well, I think, you know, international school kids, I noticed, you know, and then on the internet and people talking like this. And we also have Bahasa Gaul, where it's called code mixing, where you can say, oh, let's go. You know, so you fuse the 2 languages together, and it's supposed to be an example of intelligence, is how children learn. So that's do not.
But it's funny how things haven't been adapted to the Indonesian language, and how they change things a bit, right? But I kind of find it endearing, you know, like things like refreshing, you know, now like, refreshing, you know, like, let's go on a vacation, which, okay, why not, right?
Yeah, well,
but refreshing, like, I mean, as you would explain it, refers more to, like, if a drink is refreshing, or, you know, but I guess in the Indonesian culture, it refers to more like refreshing your mind.
Yeah, right? Well, we covered these in one of the early videos, and like retribution. Retribution. So I'm saying, you know, I want to enter Tangkuban Perahu, I get a ticket, it's my retribution. You know? Retribution is the divine, you know, punishment for something.
Another one I like is take and give, right? Because it's usually give and take.
Oh, yes, no,
but here, I mean, I actually had a conversation with someone. They were like, no, it's take and give, you know, and they were really adamant. And I was like, oh, it's actually give and take. But you know what? Why not? Like, I'm not at this stage of my life. Not that I'm old. Not like you, Dad. But, you know, whatever. If that's how you want to say it, that's how you want to say it, right?
And language is living, it's evolving. Language is alive. And one of the problems of grammar, and I think I don't want to diss the French people so much, but they do have their...
right. Be careful now, Dad.
No, it's all right.
Different times.
I love France.
We can't just speak our mind.
No, but they do have this Académie Française, which does control, you know.
Oh, it's very, well, no, I think, granted, we should have, there's a standard and a guideline, right? But we should also be flexible, depending on the context. You know, are we in a formal setting right now? Is it an academic setting? If it's just like dinner, you don't need to correct someone if what they're trying to express is coming across, right? You can understand the person, unless they're asking. to be corrected or asking
Yes.
you a question
Yes.
as
Yes.
a teacher.
Yes, we mustn't be snobbish about
No.
this. And,
Or unsolicited advice,
yes,
you know.
so,
Or in
right.
public, right?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yes.
You must be. You learn to be the diplomatic. In fact, after one of your premieres,
Yes.
I had a lovely conversation with the Mozambique ambassador. He's a charming man, and we discussed about, in a way, it's not easy to be a diplomat because you mustn't say the pejorative, the negative aloud. You mention never really, it's a skill. I remember an incident. I happen to be a Muslim, so I don't drink wine, but I went to a party and the British ambassador was there, and I was given this drink, and I thought it was fruit juice. And then he saw me drinking wine, and he kind of made this comment that, yes, you wanted to pour oil on troubled waters or something, thinking that I was, what's the word, an apostate Muslim who liked to drink on the side. I was quite innocent.
We do not judge.
No.
We don't know. But yeah. But I think I can imagine
He
being
was-
a diplomat would be challenging,
He was
right? Trying to smooth everything.
oh yes.
It is a skill.
Yes, and he was very. I think he was a successful ambassador. We've had again not an easy job.
Yeah.
with-
No, of course.
Yes. So all right. Well, that's very helpful. I think, and I hope listeners and viewers will.
Yes, it was nice talking to you, Dad.
And anything else you want to add? Let's see.
No, not really. I think.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I guess I just want to highlight the fact that one of the things I'm grateful about being a two-culture kid, I guess, is that exposure to different cultures from a very early age, and I think that helped me kind of not really understand people, but be okay with having different opinions and not needing to be correct or not needing to be right all the time, you know? So, so I'm grateful for that. So I think that would be an event.
Right. Now there's one more thing which is slightly off topic, but I know
Talk about fashion.
well, actually, I'm obviously very proud of this this lady sitting next to me, but she's also a very good writer, probably a better writer. No, I wouldn't make comparisons, but she loves writing.
Yeah.
But recently we've got the
ChatGPT.
of these bots, and and
well, this is the thing, Dad, right?
Yeah.
Like all my life, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this acting thing, right?
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work out, or if I grow old, I don't get any more offers, I can always fall back on writing, right? That was my thing. That was my plan B. And now we have ChatGPT. So what am I gonna do, Dad?
No, nothing is lost. We will. There must be ways of telling our readers that we are not a robot. There must be a little code little references.
Well, now I think the French government, I think I might be wrong, but you have to inform your followers if you use a filter, because there's so many filters now, right? So everybody looks good on Instagram, right?
Yes.
But it can be misleading if you're trying to sell a product or whatever.
Yes.
So now I think influencers have to reveal it if they're using a filter.
Yes.
Something like that. But you know what?
Vive la France. That's very smart language. Yes.
Yes. All right.
Well, God bless you.
Yeah, I love you guys. Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
And thank you to my brother Adi.
Yes, Adi, who's on
the man behind the scenes.
And the
Thank
camera.
you.
And the little one is going to
She's
sleep.
gone.
She's gone. All right.
She's over it.
Yes. All right. So,
Bye.
yes. Until next time, this is Darthman and Rianti saying thank you for viewing this. Please tell your friends if you like it. Please tell your friends and subscribe if you like it. So God bless you all, and see you in the next video. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.